Desiree with theastrologyaddiction.com, and thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Jaclyn Hill. This is a mini reading, very short, very quick and easy, but I know that there's been so much debate going on with her and her new cosmetic line that she has launched. There's been a lot of controversy with the lipsticks and if they are contaminated. There is some rumors and things going on about there being mold, hair, fuzzies on the lipstick, holes in the lipstick, little pieces of plastic that are in them. Just not very good reviews, and you know, people are not having a great experience. So it's sort of a troubling thing for her, and I can imagine, you know, only how she's feeling, because this is her first individual cosmetic line launch. She's done collaborations and launched cosmetic items with other companies, but this is her own personal experience launching the brand. And I just have her natal chart here, and she is a Cancer sun with a Cancer moon and a Cancer Venus. And I believe her birth time allegedly is 6:15 in the morning on July 20th, 1990. And she has Mercury in Leo. Her Mars is in Taurus, and her ascendant is in Leo as well. Now, I see so many times with Leos having some type of public presence in the collective. They're, you know, can be performers or actors, actresses, or just have some type of a big, you know, personality in some way. They're not really as scared of attention. They like attention. It makes them feel good if they are being appreciated for who they are, what they're doing, all that. So it's definitely no surprise, and especially with her Mercury there, her ideas, her thoughts, her communication, she communicates to the masses on YouTube. So Mercury in the first house of Leo makes sense. Definitely seeing, you know, all of those Cancer placements in the 12th house. The 12th house is our secret enemies, and we can have things happen to us in our life if we have a lot of placements there where people can kind of try to trick us and get us to, you know, do things for their benefit and, you know, manipulate us. So you can have enemies that are trying to work against you that are actually in your circle. And so what I really wanted to see here with her chart and the events that kind of transpired with her lipstick collection is the transits that were happening on the day that she launched the palette, or not the palette, the, you know, collection of lipsticks basically. And she launched them on May 30th of 2019. And we all know that Mars is in Cancer, right? Mars is currently in Cancer. We are, you know, that's going to be an issue for her because all of her personal planets are in Cancer. On the day that this happened, Mars is in her 12th house. Mars is a malefic. If Mars is going through your 12th house, you can have a really great chance of someone with malicious intent trying to sabotage you in some type of a way. So it's no surprise that Mars was going through her 12th house when this product launched. The North Node is also in Cancer. The North Node is the dragon's head. It can never get enough. It wants more. And it's kind of a place that we can be greedy in our chart, where we get physical things. So, you know, her having the North Node in Cancer, and it was actually at 18 degrees. So it's pretty much conjunct here to her, let's see, 18 degrees. I mean, she has her Jupiter at 23 degrees, and her Chiron is at 19 degrees of Cancer. So when the North Node is conjunct your Chiron like that, you know, can have a wound that is being brought to light. The North Node kind of brings your focus to a specific place, and so Chiron is where she has some type of a wound or some type of a issue that she has not resolved probably yet. It's where you have a wound from when you're maybe a child or a past life or something like that, from a parent or someone in your life that's hurt you. It's a place that you can grow as you get older and learn from and teach other people, you know, how to deal with those similar wounds that you have had and grown from. So I'm just seeing maybe there's an illumination there with something maybe that she hasn't yet been able to overcome. And she has a lot of planets in Cancer. So she's a very sensitive and emotional person, and very probably intuitive and, you know, self-protecting. She wants to protect herself. She probably is the type of person who has these great walls up around who she is, and, you know, only lets us really see that Leo side of her, that ascendant, that Mercury in Leo, and tries to keep more of her soft, squishy Cancer parts of herself to herself. Doesn't let many people see that. And now her Mars personally is in Taurus as well. Now Taurus Mars, you are a person who will go after what you want. Undoubtedly, you will get what you want by your hard work, your consistency, doing the same thing day after day to get what you want and to make things happen in your life. I see a lot of people with Taurus placements having, you know, good success in the public sphere because they have that consistency that it needs to get things done. Personally, Mars in Cancer and Aries ruling, you know, many of my planets, I have the initiative to get things started and to get other people excited, but to finish projects out to the end is difficult for me, so she's great at that. But I see Uranus is in Taurus. We all know Uranus has just went into Taurus. Uranus is at 4 Taurus on May 30th. Her Mars is at 5 Taurus. Like, come on. You're starting your launch on the day that Uranus is on your Mars, basically. It's 1 degree from your Mars. It's classic that you're going to have very strong issues. And it's in her 10th house. Mars is in her 10th house of career. Uranus just went into her 10th house. She's going to have massive change, massive restructuring, massive, you know, epiphanies and things that are going to come to light in her career that probably are difficult and not easy to deal with. Venus is there as well, so she's probably getting still a lot of money and, you know, unexpectedly, it's just an unexpected type of a transit on your Mars. You have Uranus transiting. You're going to have some unexpected things come up in your career that are very probably detrimental to your personal image. 10th house is all about image and who we are in the public eye, and when you have Uranus there, you're going to be changing, people are going to change their opinions of you. I don't think ever again she will have the same reputation that she had before this, and you know, that Mars there, it's probably very shocking for her. She's probably having a big challenge emotionally with this as well. Her ascendant is at 2 degrees of Leo, so having that Uranus square your ascendant, you can have some shocking changes in the way that people perceive you and your impression on people, especially your first impression, you know, which we don't probably see. We see more of the 10th house and, you know, that Mercury, but she will definitely have a lot of difficulties with how she is being experienced. Now, the other interesting thing is that her North Node is in Aquarius in the 7th house. So her South Node is in Cancer in the 12th house. So the South Node is where we have patterns of behavior that are not really great for our personal growth. And so all of those planets in Cancer makes it really hard for her to leave some of those behaviors behind, whatever they may be for her personally. But having Mars transiting the Cancer and the North Node transiting Cancer, it's shaking up a lot of her wounds and her patterns of behavior and negative sides to maybe who she is and why she does things, and her security with herself to keep herself safe. It's a challenge. She's going through a big challenge. Now we want to, of course, look to Saturn and Pluto transiting Capricorn right now. She's having her Saturn return, obviously. I mean, her Saturn is at 21 Capricorn. Saturn currently is at 19. It was at 19 Capricorn on May 30th. So she's having her Saturn return with Pluto. Difficult. I mean, this is an issue. She is having a massive regrowth and maturity and changes in herself that, you know, you experience when you have your Saturn return. You're having what you thought and what you knew and how you did things, how you behaved, especially in career. 6th house is how you do your everyday patterns, your routine, your health. I mean, she could even have some health issues right now that we don't even know about, but she is definitely starting that Saturn return, and it's difficult. When you get to your Saturn return, it's not always a cakewalk. You know, you're challenged. Saturn wants you to mature and grow and realize the behaviors and the things about yourself and what you've done with your life and reevaluate everything, basically. So all of these things are not very shocking to me. On the day that she launched this palette, May 30th, you can see that the moon was in Aries, and I use whole sign houses, so for me, her MC, which is her public image in the career, is in the 9th house, and it's in Aries. So she's having the moon right now, and on that day of May 30th, the moon was actually almost conjunct to her midheaven. So it's an emotional day for her when this happened, and it was a big day for her career. And Aries, is not the best place to have the moon when you are doing something like this. So I can't imagine that she had an astrologer consult her in the day that she had decided to launch this palette, or this lipstick collection. But it's a lesson for her. She's learning a lot about herself and about her career and how she needs to conduct herself. And whatever the issue might have been with the lipsticks, whether it is fabricated or not, it's a big day and a big learning lesson for her. So that is my mini reading here for the chart of Jaclyn Hill and the lipstick launch that she launched, her first collection in her personal makeup brand. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're interested in hearing more about yourself or someone your love life, anything like that, I would love to talk to you about a reading, and all of my links are in the description box. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.